Australia versus Malaysia. Malaysia is 1-4. Australia is 5-0. Bro, when they're showing the maps like this, it just reminds me of like, I really want to play prop hunt.
In fact,
Jay, you got me standing, watching with you. Good. Standing, at least you're not sitting. Sitting for long periods of time is unhealthy, chat. Come on.
Exactly.
You guys should know that. Sitting for long periods of time is unhealthy. And as a streamer, I sit a lot.
Just for fun.
I don't want to sit all the time.
Love a for fun game.
Matches.
Sitting a lot.
Trans-Tasman for fun bout. Be nice to see
It's
Australia
bad.
win something
British-Low
Trans-Tasman
for
for once,
fun
actually.
Bad for your heart.
Don't know if everyone knows
Bad
about
for a lot of shit.
They probably don't.
As you can see,
that. That's their loss.
It
So Jay's going to start on the
I am
echo.
healthy.
That's expected. I think that's what you should be doing.
do I have a standing desk? No, I'll probably get one when I get a, like when I move out. But right now, my dad took everything from me.
One echo versus a pharmacy duo should be enough. We'll see how good Jay is today, because he didn't do too good versus Alex yesterday.
There it is.
Not doing good versus Nanda in the first fight.
Yeah, already has his number. One of the other things we noted is obviously fantasy quite.
Are you wanting to stay in Miami when you move out?
Playing a lot of the Jungle Queen, and that hasn't helped them a whole lot either.
Probably. Be close to my family. There's no reason for me to move anywhere. Why, do you want to buy a house and invite me over? And so I can pay no rent? I'd be down.
Kills very cleanly collected.
We'll see what the scoreline of KDs are for Team Australia here. When the first kills come on through, it might be a struggle.
Sounds good.
This is a new hero for Fantasy, a brand spanking new hero that we haven't seen Fantasy play yet. But is pretty decent in this particular matchup. Does well against Anna, does well against the Winston, does well obviously against the Fire as well. But a lot of work need to be done here for Malaysia. Already very easy on the back foot. Numerals, if he caught the second rocket, would have gone down there as well.
And just continuing the brawl. Bertlog comfortably staying in the pocket of Nanda. Numenos trying to do a similar thing to Jay3, but again, still just taking a lot of a beating. Contesting the point at least is Malaysia, and they've got that extra head on the Diva, but there we go. Solo rocket barrage just to deal with Jay3. Keeps the rockets firing on the body as well, just so that Numenos can't come in immediately to try and go for a res. Now Numenos' attention pulled elsewhere. Gonna go down. Nanda seeking that one out. And, okay, Fantasy off the map. Yeah, in the drink, in the well. I assume there's water at the bottom of it.
It might not be, and that would be painful.
Yeah.
Well, has anyone in Australia died yet?
Not to my knowledge,
okay, no. So not yet. Waiting.
100-0 with no death would be very impressive. Flawless run.
Exactly flawless, correct.
Hey, Caden! I appreciate the massive 3 months. Absolutely insane. Appreciate it, appreciate it.
Jay3. Numenos trying to go for a race, but just can't afford to commit to it. Popping the Valkyrie as well now, taking a lot of heat, lot of pressure.
Yeah, what the hell? The sound is like...
is really keeping Malaysia muscled off. Look at this, Nanda is still...
The sound's kind of like off for now.
Diving on the ground, will find Gemini. Game Pro Dude as well, losing in the duel to Quinn. And you can see in the supports there, in the kill assist rather, just how much impact Bertlog is having, just kind of sort of timing out.
Moxie,
really well
appreciate the massive 8 months.
Hero to hero, throw down the extra bit of... No, out of range of the self-destruct. It's going to say throw down the damage boost.
Flawless? That's it?
That was, yeah, that was flawless. No deaths, none whatsoever. That's why I was waiting to see if Nanda was in range of the self-destruct.
No deaths on Australia.
And would have not been able to avoid dying, but was out of range of it. Impressive stuff.
I mean, the bigger challenge.
How many more games do we have? I have no idea. We're like a third of the way done.
I'd love to see it.
I don't know if it was flawless, but I do know in yesterday's game in APAC A between Korea and Philippines, Korea, I believe, full held the payload right out of spawn on circuit. A circuit or another map, actually, I'll check.
That's impressive.
It was circuit, and they just touched the payload and won. Like 0.01, touched it and won. So
that's insane. That's really cool. I don't think we've even seen a single 200-0 this tournament in APAC B.
I don't remember.
Has there not been a 200-0? I thought we saw some.
Zeros, but we haven't had a team actually do it back to back on Control.
I thought we saw some with 200-0.
Like a fight that the winning team still wins, but the other team gets like a cap partway through for like 10% or something. Game Pro
yeah, South Korea.
Oh, the streak ends as Zaki gets picked off. Fantasy in the counter dive there, and I mean that's to be expected. It can be a little bit hard to keep yourself alive against Winston diving in when you are button immobile. Ana Speaking of which, though, Fantasy is going to be dispatched of by Nanda, and once again, the opening point caps go the way of Australia. May yet get the 200-0 lockout.
Oh, he said APAC beat.
Still waiting for their first pick to come through as well. They've got a sacrifice now away from the Echo. Moved over towards the Ash instead, a little bit of a long range hit scan to see if that will be effective versus Nanda.
I bet it won't.
It'd be, normally it would be somewhat effective, but at the moment, Game Producer is not able to get any angles, and Nanda's just marked him out. It's kind of what you need to do. Mark out the Ash.
Oh.
Make sure the Ash is not going to have any sort of ability to work with you at all.
Could be that the kill feed isn't quite showing up right, but that looked like an unassisted kill that Aki was able to pull on the J3.
Does it not look laggy for anyone else?
Sleep dart nade body.
49-41. 49-41.
Australia still collecting all the kills. And again, if it weren't for that one death on Aki, they'd actually still be on a perfect record right now.
Aki did die, unlucky.
Unlucky.
He's paying for the meal afterwards. That's what's happening there.
First round on Aki.
So the opposite
Rocket barrage, very clean. 2 quick pickups. Did get slept, but otherwise underthrown. Embarrassing.
Poor showing there.
Well, Cuffer's getting second round.
Yeah, I don't know why. Hold up, chat. Why is it so like?
Ultimates are coming online for Malaysia. Should be soon. And I believe Game Producer is still working on the first bomb there. 40%. That's quite a bit behind. That's
I mean, he's barely been able to fire off shots. He's thrown dynamites. That's about what he's been able to do. He's not had sightlines to play through. And that's really telling. That goes to show just how dominating Nanda is right now, that he is winning the sightline battle against an Ash on the ground. Numenor's down. Nanda, once again, just so comfortable. Cuffer getting aggressive. GamePro dude barely able to play the game. Collected 8% of ult charge in that entire exchange.
Now we're up to 85% of the map. So, you wanted to see a 200-0. I think it's about to come through.
No, it's not for me. I don't have it.
Extra deaths, and Quinn even fighting J3, getting a pulse bomb stick as well. Not an easy one to pull off in the Tracer duel. Barely anyone alive for Malaysia. GamePro dude, I mean, struggling to even get near Nanda, just keeping on top of him. Had the nano boost, not even touching the point.
It's like 3 players didn't get ultimate.
Absolutely devastating start for Australia. And Australia have a chance here, because they're defending first, to really just kind of punch the ticket. If they prevent a cap, if they prevent the point A cap and get a full hold,
chat,
it makes it
how much money to eat that burger right now?
Punk collecting one on Gemini. No more immortality.
Yeah, you see the sound. The sound's not synced up.
Just having a hang back here, Malaysia, waiting for that respawn.
Oh, got a little bit of movement. Just
the sound's not synced up, bro. Feels bad, man.
Let's see how far they get through this straight. Notice that Australia's playing this.
Michael, appreciate the massive prime sub, my friend.
Choose to hold back all the way back to the hand.
Yeah, I don't know why there's chat. It doesn't matter if I refresh, bro. It doesn't matter if I refresh. It's not on my end. It's on the. It's on their end. See?
Punk is basically playing the forward corner. It's a little risky for Punk, but he's confident.
Window deployed from Numenors in Australia. They do have to back out, and it's a long way to back out.
Why would I press live? Why are you telling me to press live? This is a VOD, bro. This is not a live recording. Hello?
Really killing it too with the
I bet you this guy, of course he's gonna say it's a joke. I hate that, bro. I hate that.
This will give them a lot of ground, especially if
bro, stop.
Nicely done. May yet be able to run down.
Chat, you guys piss me off, bro.
Collect the whole set. Here goes Quinn as well. That's a very nice start for Malaysia.
More kills than they got on the entirety of Ilios. Just in that one fight. In
fact, it's more than double the number of kills.
That's wild. That's insane. That's a lot. So,
Juggernaut, I appreciate the massive 3 get the subs as well, my friend.
Sub in, gets a double kill there off the back of a window from Numeros. Australia, obviously they disrespected the window, they just played directly into it. Punk didn't quite have the flux.
Oh my god, it's like a second delay.
Flux straight away. They could have easily played aggressively into it, but he was kind of hiding. He needed to wait for that flux, and the rest of Australia.
Sharpsy,
well,
I appreciate the massive 3 months.
That was the danger of playing so far forwards. Long retreat, nice kill onto Fantasy. Nami with a lot of help there, connects one. And it's going to stop Malaysia up. They were approaching the cap, still needed another favorable fight to actually confirm it.
Yeah, so there's still a happen, and that's kind of the relief you get, the insurance policy for Australia, because they play quite forward in the initial A defense, even after getting the entire team wiped the payload. Only moves far enough to reach the actual hairpin, but Australia can still defend it.
Hanging tight with that Dragon Strike here. It was Kixmiko getting 2 picks early in the last
standing desk
bout.
win. I can't get a standing. I only have 57 subs.
Too much time, in fact, as Fantasy just outside.
I can't get a standing desk.
As they were waiting out the window from Nanda, and now Punk getting aggressive. That is 2 fluxes to Fantasy's none. Actually, Fantasy's yet to use that one. Punk kind of whiffing his in the previous fight before dying, and then able to charge up a whole second of committed flux.
The whole forward holding in the front corner.
And there's 30 seconds left. Everything is starting to unravel. Malaysia have all the ultimates here, but no willpower to use them.
Yeah, okay, a little bit of respect being shown. And that's the thing, right? Because Malaysia does have ultimates, and this is the fight where all the ultimates are going to get thrown in. Good chance still. Even with that one death, Malaysia can toss in the rest of the ultimates.
I was going to say, though, all it would take is for 1 critical kill. For example, if they found someone like Gemini, who is going to pop his Transcendence just to answer that Dragon Strike. So nice trade there, Quinn, having to force that one out. Now Flux is going to be used. Only catching Nanda is going to land down in the Transcendence, so he is just fine. They didn't even use the Immortality Field there. A lot of confidence from Nanda. And there we go. Now has the Immortality Field down in place to handle the Dragon Strike. It's now no ultimates left for Malaysia. Just that window that is about to run out. And there we go. Kitsumiko going down. Not looking good for Malaysia in this final fight. Every single ultimate was answered by Australia's usage very nicely of their limited abilities between the Transcendence.
God damn,
and the
bro.
Immortality Field.
Australia.
Everything Malaysia threw at them, and they completely shut them out of
God
A
damn,
19.51
Australia.
away from qualifying into the group stage now for Team Australia.
At least it's better than 0.07 meters. Yeah, that's good.
I think we all expected that coming on in. And the teams probably expected that as well. Full hold. Reasonable amount of distance. Credit where credit is due. Malaysia did win a fight there, and they got the payload all the way to the end of A, but not enough stability to be able to finish all the way through. And now for Australia, interesting to see how much time they take here. 4 full minutes to get 90 meters.
Plenty of time. Indeed, 1 successful fight could be enough for it. And we saw Malaysia really kind of struggling to keep their heads above water, just very uncertain, unwilling to commit even when they had significant ultimate advantage. And no, this isn't going to be a real... Oh, it's going to be a real Reinhardt, though. They're going for a spawn camp.
You know what?
They know that they need to.
I respect that they understand they can't win the mirror, and they're going to try something wacky and what is likely to be their last showing in the World Cup this year. And for Malaysia, pull through something different. Fantasy's shown more heroes today than I think for the entire rest of the event. So saw a Diva today, saw the Ryan coming
Supers! I appreciate the massive 10 gift the subs as well, my friend. Absolutely insane. Stealing first place, my friend. I appreciate it.
Australia know what's up.
W for supers.
Understand the TP. I mean,
thank you, thank you.
Straight away with an arrow, so look for that.
They've already seen the rotation. Yeah, there we go. Been completely spotted out, and Australia can just rotate out this side here.
Nando's going to be on the Mercy. He's going to be on the other end.
Wow. That's a proper role reversal. You got to respect that. And I mean, look at that. They're having to charge just to get into play. Numenal's in trouble.
Wait, Punk is just on the cart pushing it. What the fuck?
Punk just goes straight for the payload. They keep Malaysia busy on the target. Malaysia, even with that setup, even with this particular combo, gets scouted out, and they just don't have any proactivity about it. Late deaths coming through now.
Yo, Fantasy's giving up, bro. What was that?
I'd like to see if Malaysia change things up for this final potential defense on A.
Things are changing.
Yep.
Double hit scan. Numenal's went over towards the Zen.
Fantasy's sticking on the Rhine. No, Roadhog. Yeah, okay, going full pick. He's really
probably last fight here, so whatever you got left,
hanging out.
Whatever's left in the tank at this stage.
Just try every tank hero, see what happens.
Yeah, let's go, Chip.
He's going on.
Wait a minute.
Oh, that's a good one, Fanzaki. One of the only people to die, actually, on the previous map. And there we go, Fantasy finding another one on Nami. That's decent.
Wait a minute. Strawberry with the massive 10 gifted. Stealing back first place. Absolutely insane. I appreciate it. And Digital Coco. Appreciate massive 7 months.
Still 2.5 minutes on the clock.
Yo, Malaysia held it, though.
He's like, all right, now he's going back over the segment.
Yeah, I think he actually deleted his ultimate there.
I think he did.
Because Punk was about
Malaysia actually defended. That's crazy.
Instead, he's on flex. He goes, I don't even need the ultimate.
You know what? He's,
I appreciate it, though, Strawberry. Absolutely massive W.
Probably won't take too much to get past. Very easy, by the way, to just throw storm arrows in when there's no shield blocking you now. There's always no one gets hooked. This is Australia running it down, setting it out.
All it's going to take is one particular pick. Anti-heal and a sleep. Fantasy's done for. Numenor's even going down to Quinn with the overclock running. Finds kicks me code J3 and not even confirming the final kill. Hey Ananda, how you doing?
Oh, I like that.
I'm good.
I like that right there.
How did it feel to have to play the pocket Mercy when you were used to having the Mercy in the pocket? Bit of a role reversal? Did it come naturally to you? Did you realize that you've been mistreating your Mercies all these years? How was that?
It's a bit tougher than I thought. Just a bit of a flaw Mercy I am.
Someone clip that, by the way, because you've just made Mercy mains days with saying that.
I have to ask Nanda, how is the team feeling? Was there like a shout of, you know, excitement at the end there as you guys just realized you're in to the next?
Thank you for pointing that out. He also does not make his bed. W.
Stages, pretty much. Like, I don't think, like, I think now you're going to be top 1 or top 2. Like, you made it. How's everyone feeling?
Yeah, we're all pretty excited. We're just praying that we don't get a South Korea in our bracket. But don't want to verse
Every team is scared of South Korea.
See you, on another broadcast, Nanda. I feel like we do this often. I would like to see a particular team, though. Not South Korea. I'd like to see you guys go up against Saudi Arabia. How do you reckon you go up against Yazan in a fire duel?
I don't know. He's the fiery goat, but I reckon I can give him some money. Run him for his money on the fire.
Well, I guess I've got a final thing just to sort of round things off, and without wanting to dampen the spirit of victory too much. Obviously, we were just talking about this. Team Australia in previous World Cups has tended to perform quite well. We were just saying top 8 is the farthest that they've gone before getting reverse swept by Canada. That was back in 2018. So there's quite a bit, I would say, for this team to live up to. Are you guys feeling any of that pressure now that you've got to move forward into the group stage? Is there any sense of needing to measure up to a certain point or even outdo Australia's best result in the past?
I mean, we're all hoping to get top 8 and get as far as we can, but I think all our main goals was making LAN, and we're pretty happy with that, but we're going to go all the way and see how we can go.
Well, I think congratulations are still in order for you and the gents. Obviously, you still have one match tomorrow, the Trans-Tasman rivalry against New Zealand, which I think is at this point going to be just a little bit of a laugh. But hey, we all know how to joke around between us, don't we? We still wanted the rugby. I don't really mind. Thanks very much for joining us, Nanda. Best of luck in your final series. Congratulations again for qualifying.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Man.